history here. She was ejected from a meeting of South Dublin County Council as she made her pitch to councillors for a nomination. And she joins me on the line. Sarah, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon and happy birthday, Niall.
Oh, thank you very much. I should really get you to sing to me in Marilyn Monroe style, shouldn't I?
You really should. Of course you should.
Okay, but maybe this is a little bit more serious, I suppose, Sarah.
Yeah.
So there you were making your pitch, right, as you have to do. You have to stand up there and tell them why you believe you would make a good president of this country. And you talked about the fact of child abuse, suicide, elder abuse, which is something that you're very focused on. And then you said, are you not sick of politicians? Because I am. You continued to talk, and Councillor Mark Ward, who was chairing the meeting at that point, told you that your permitted time had lapsed. You weren't happy with that, were you?
Well, you see, that's where the newspaper is telling you lies, Niall. First of all, as soon as he said that to me, I just made a little light-hearted comment, and I just said, sure, you know me, I could talk for Ireland.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
so he took that you were talking for Ireland.
Yeah, no, yeah. Mr. Looney. That's actually his real name.
Dermot Looney, yes. Dermot Looney. Councillor Dermot Looney, yeah.
Yeah, Looney, as soon as I just said, look, I could talk for Ireland, I meant it in a light-hearted way.
Yeah.
He said very loudly into the microphone, you won't be talking for Ireland.
Right.
And what happened was...
That was a bit condescending, wasn't it?
Well, it was extremely condescending. Now, the thing is, Niall, I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm going to be writing a book about all of this.
Right, okay.
Now, from the second I walked in, from the second I stood up to deliver my presidential speech, there was people walking in and out of the chamber. The doors were making noise. Mobile phones were ringing. Mobile notifications were going off loudly. People were whispering and laughing amongst one another. And it's, it's nerve-wracking as it is when you're trying to get up to deliver a speech.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand in some sense you might be a little bit of the underdog, but the underdog is always surprised, right? But you believe that they're not taking you seriously.
Well, I just think it's extremely disrespectful when you're trying to represent your country and these councillors believe that they own the chambers and they think they can treat you whatever way they like.
Do you think it's because you're a woman, Sarah? Do you think they're treating you slightly differently because you're a woman that they're taking less seriously?
Yes, I do think so, and the fact that, I look young and I sound young and, because of my background in performing arts, but when I deliver my speech, Niall, it's extremely serious, and to be told, to be embarrassed like that in front of a whole group of people, oh, well, you're not going to be speaking for Ireland, it's very insulting because I am the voice for both the young and the old. This is what I studied hard at college to do. Like, I don't need somebody trying to control me, and with that comment, I had to do a Conor McGregor on him.
Right, and did you do a Conor McGregor on him?
I did some serious Conor McGregor moves from that man. He did not know what was coming. First of all, right, you see, when you look at that video, obviously I had been asking constantly, can I have an apology? I was really calm. Now,
I will agree, by the way, I am going to agree with you, Sarah.
Yeah.
There was, while you were making your speech, they weren't giving you their full attention. There was people whispering and talking. There was doors opening and closing. I did think it was very disrespectful. I don't believe that other candidates, were disrespected in that manner, and I do believe that you were disrespected. Now, whether people want to take you seriously now is their own business, but still they should give you some level of respect.
Yes, I agree with you. And look, I just felt it was right for me to ask him on several occasions, can I have an apology? And when I asked him for an apology, he started laughing and giggling and sneering and saying more things, under his breath. So I just had enough at that stage. So I literally, I gave him loads of chances. Had he apologised to me straight away, everything would have been fine. I would have continued to answer the questions. Like, I didn't even get a chance to answer the questions. So I was so upset, so I walked out of the chamber. Now, I know it said in the newspaper that I was escorted out.
Yeah, it does say, it says here, she said it was disgusting behaviour whilst she was escorted from the chamber.
No, I was never
by council staff.
No, I wasn't escorted. I voluntarily walked out.
But did you approach Councillor Looney?
Oh, I did. You can see it in the video. I walk over to him and I demand an apology. And guess what, Niall? He apologised to me just before I walked out the door.
Well, at least that was decent enough to
And
apologise.
he also apologised on Twitter, which I was happy about. And, look, I'm a human being. I have feelings, right? And this hasn't really been a nice experience for me. And I don't want any other presidential candidate to go through what I went through. because, it takes a lot of, I don't want to use the BALLS word, but
Yeah, it does take a bit of balls to get up there, Sarah. You can say it. It's all right. It does. Takes a bit of gumption.
It's not very presidential, is it?
No, it's not very presidential. But it does take. I'll say it for you. It does take a bit of balls to stand up there in front of everybody and expose yourself in that manner. Expose your mind and your thoughts and your personal life, and expose yourself to, I suppose, sometimes the less nicer side of society. Yeah.
Look, I'm a very nice person, and it takes me a long time to get angry over something. But when I feel someone is going out of their way to disrespect me when I'm trying to speak up for Ireland, at the end of the day, Ireland's now offering free abortions and everything else. The country has gone to the dogs, let's be honest. And I'm trying to do goodness here, and I don't need some cheeky councillor making smart comments. He doesn't even know me personally. I delivered a beautiful speech. I done very well. I was in very good spirits, and he just oozed this negativity.
And do you have your speech to hand, Sarah? Have you got it? Did you write down notes, or do you have your speech to hand?
Yeah, of course. It's a big, long speech.
How long is it, roughly?
Well, it's 10 minutes long.
Right, okay. Can you give us an edited version of it?
Okay. Let me see. Right. I wasn't expecting this now.
I'm sorry, I know I put you on. I've kind of caught you off guard, Sarah. No, that's okay.
It's okay.
You don't have to if you don't want to. That's all right. I just thought you might want. If they weren't willing to listen to you, I'd listen to you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, well, here we go then. Adini Ushla alucht eishka agus a karja. Ta an ahis an down kim kain tlo inu. Is misha certainly velagan agus misha an urach shor shun an roll uktaran na heron. Thank you, councillors. I'm honoured to be here today. My name is Sarah Louise Mulligan, and I'm from Dublin. I'm very happy to be your presidential candidate. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to speak about the things that I'm very passionate about, and if I were lucky enough to become a representative of the Irish state and guardian of the Constitution, here are the social issues of Irish society I would really focus on. Child abuse, suicide, elder abuse, being a pro-life presidential candidate, the setting up of new pregnancy crisis centres, entrepreneurship, homelessness, and of course, President Trump. I believe the presidential position has lost touch with the everyday person. We need a president who is in touch with the everyday Irish person. I am an everyday Irish person. We need a president who is in touch with the most vulnerable in society. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And Sarah, if I was there, you'd have had me. I'd have been listening intently.
Oh, no. Thank you.
That's okay, Sarah. Don't mention. I know. I hate to see people being treated unfairly. And I understand from the very start, and I hope you don't take this disrespectfully. You are the underdog in some sense, because people wouldn't have known you as well as they might have known some of the other candidates.
Of course.
Yeah, but I still think you deserve the respect. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Niall.
All right, so what's the plan now, Sarah? But the problem is now, Sarah, of course, that things are not going too well, I suppose, in some respect. You're not getting the nominations.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you and set the record straight, right? Mayo County Council were just about to nominate me because I was the only one that turned up, okay?
Right.
So it was between myself and Sean Gallagher. Nobody else turned up because they had reasons why they turned up.
Yeah.
Or didn't turn up, sorry. And then Kildare County Council have put in the newspaper not so long ago that they're thinking about nominating me, and a lot of people are saying that I have a very good chance with Kildare. Okay, so it's not as if I've never had so many men fight over me in a chamber in my whole life. I'm winning a lot of people over.
Well, I'm hoping if some of the councillors are listening today, I want them to give you a nomination. I want I want a little bit of competition in this presidential debate. I'd be looking forward to seeing you on RTE in the debate. I think it'd be great crack all together.
Well, come here, that would be a dream come true, Niall, because, I'm 36, and I'm well able to answer for myself, and if people are going to be nasty, I'm going to defend myself. That's all.
Suggesting is that if everybody listening today gets onto your local councillors, and where have you still to go? What councils have you still to see?
Well, I'm hoping to see Donegal. Donegal are having a meeting now on Monday. Now, I might just gate crash that meeting,
Right, okay.
Because Donegal would love me because they're pro-life, and I'm a pro-life presidential candidate.
Of course, yeah.
And I know there's a lot of Trump supporters up there as well, so, I'm different to everybody else, and I do represent a third of the Irish people, and it's only fair that I get on the ballot now, because at the end of the day, they're all liberals, There's no Conservatives.
It seems you are the only pro-life candidate. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm a Catholic Irish young Dublin woman who has a lot to say about this country, who loves her country, who deserves to be on the ballot.
All right. Well, okay. Well, people out there, lobby your local councils in whatever area you happen to be in to give Sarah a nomination. She is the only pro-life candidate, whether that's your bag or not. Maybe you are pro-life or pro-choice, but she is representing, I suppose, a third of the voters in the last referendums because they would be pro-life. And somebody else said, that was just a brilliant speech. I really hope she gets a nomination. I'll say somebody. You can tell Sarah she has my votes as Kevin in Galway. Okay. Somebody else thinks Sarah is applying for the wrong job. No room for upset and emotional outbursts in presidency. There will be many times when no one will listen to her, says Francis. Well, Francis, in fairness, when you go in and you give a speech in a chamber, you would expect people to give you their attention and not be walking around on their mobile phones and opening and closing doors. So I think she's right, to be honest with you. She deserves more respect than that. Okay, loads of those people, yes, she's got my vote to somebody else. Another person says, fair play to her. She's standing up. Some woman with balls, that woman. All right, okay. Well, listen, Sarah, I wish you luck. All right, Sarah.
Thank you so much.
And keep in touch. Don't forget. And by the way, when you do get into the Oris, I want to be the first one invited for dinner.
Of course,
all right.
You'll have a VIP seat.
All right, thanks very much. All right, Sarah, see you, bye.
Thank you, bye.
There you go, there's Sarah Louise Mulligan. No, look, I understand what everybody's thinking. She is the underdog, absolutely, there's no doubt about it. And yes, very different as far as the presidential candidate is concerned, but Donald Trump was very different as well. What I'm saying is, she deserves respect. Whether you think you like her, whether you don't like her, she deserves respect. And she didn't get the respect. All right? Anyway, at least Councillor Looney apologised to her anyway. That's the main thing, isn't it? Okay, I want to move on to what we...